Now, before we get into dissecting what a debacle RGV Ki Aag was, there are two very important aspects that have to be kept in mind before RGV even thought of creating the remake of possibly the most respected and celebrated film in Hindi cinema. Firstly, the behemoth task that was in front of him is no joke. It sparked the same skepticism when Farhan Akhtar was planning to remake Dawn and Karan Johar was planning to produce Agnipath in the future years to come. People consider remakes of these legendary films to be an easy way out creatively and bank on the nostalgia that the audience already has. However, films like Agnipath and Dawn did exponential business in the box office, and the lead characters and directors did full justice to the original source material. RGV Ki Aag, however, was a piece of garbage no one expected. Lastly, it's quite intriguing to note that in RGV's collection of essays Guns and Thighs, that GP Sippy, producer of Sholay, actually wanted to do a sequel to Sholay with Gabbar Singh's son, Babban, avenging his father's death, and how Veeru and Basanti's son come at loggerheads with him in Ramgarh village. Sippy also wanted to somehow cast Jackie Chan in the mix, owing to the success of Rush Hour, with an Asian actor and American joining forces and doing wonders financially. RGV came out of that meeting hysterically laughing, but little did we know he would create even more of a bizarre and embarrassing film. If you have seen the film, then you obviously know what I'm talking about. How I'm not exaggerating when I say that this is one of the roughest films to watch and enjoy. Here are just some of the reasons why this film is painfully hard to watch and should have never been created in the first place. It just scars the very memory of that iconic film. Surrounded by yes men. One of the biggest problems with the film that even the director attests to is that during the creative process of making the film, no matter how outlandish his ideas were, the creators and the actors involved in the film agreed with everything. Be it Amitabh Bachchan's character to wear bandit clothes while functioning in Mumbai, the jarring close-ups and Dutch angles used constantly, the bleak and grey frames used throughout which inadvertently exhaust viewers, everything was considered to be a marvelous idea because this was RGV's creation. A Ram Gopal Varma that was still respected for gems like Rangila, Satya, Bhoot and Sarkar. What you need in creative developments, especially with the mammoth task that he had, is that you are also surrounded by people who stop you in your tracks and tell you if ideas are rather ludicrous. But when you're surrounded by people who only appease your ego and put full faith in your track record with films, sooner or later the downfall of creators becomes rather apparent. The development of the script. One of the biggest problems with the film is that rather than focusing on developing characters and the chemistry between them so that viewers can be reminiscent of the original and actually gravitate towards them, RGV developed the script by recreating each character from the original and then working the story around them. Babban Singh as Gabbar, Hero as Veeru, Raj as Jay, Narsimha as Thakur, all these parallels were created but with little to no effort was made in creating the world around them. The movie doesn't give us the vibe of Ramgarh, the people, and their relationships like the original. It gets into the action without making us feel anything for the principal characters, as if a crash course of the modern day Sholay was happening, and that too a very poor rendition of it. The chemistry between the two main leads is so plastic and non-existent, it becomes actually a mockery of the original. The charm and love shared between Jay and Veeru, characters we all love, is reduced to these dim-witted characters that are so dumb and easily swayed that you start cringing at the very start of the film. Even being set up in the modern day, none of its aspects hold up, and the film sticks to the same regressive and sexist mindsets that existed back in the day. The iconic scenes from Sholay are placed at random in the film, and it comes across as a parody movie mostly than a genuine attempt to create something authentic. Ajay Devgan doing the iconic drunk Tunky scene is one of the most painful scenes to watch in the film. The pitch and dialogues. Everything is loud and crass in the film. There is no nuance or subtlety. It's in your face and it's bloody uncomfortable. Rajpal Yadav as Ramba Bhai is this squeaky voiced wheeler dealer that gets on your nerves from the very first minute. He is in the film for some comedic relief, but there isn't a single moment that you will laugh. Ajay Devgan, in my opinion, puts forth his worst performance in his career in this film. My god, he was even better in deplorable films like Action Jackson and Himmatwala. Nisha Kothari, who is quite regular in RGV films, is supposed to be Basanti, but it can be regarded as nothing short of embarrassing, if that is the comparison. She is loud, obnoxious, and hams every scene, which is technically not her fault, because that's the pitch of the movie. Just loud. Poor Amitabh Bachchan tries to be as menacing as possible, playing the role of Babban Singh, but this scene clearly tells you that he should have questioned the creative track the director was taking. What is he even saying? Amjad Khan as Gabbar Singh with his demonic laughter and demeanor became a villain of the ages. But Babban Singh and his cough, laughter and mannerism became an absolute joke, and something Bachchan would want to forget about. The film doesn't shy away from being regressive in several moments, be it talking about women and their roles, how Devgan tries to cop a feel any moment he gets a chance. At least there should have been some thought in changing that at least. Nope. If you thought अच्छा यार चलो dialogues तो अच्छे होंगे, ये scene ही देख लो. The music. Sholay had iconic music like Ye Dosti and Mehbooba Mehbooba. Still remember today as some of the best music. Name me one song you remember from RGV Ki Aag. Yeah, it's because it's absolutely horrendous. Looking at this clip from the song Ruk Ja is a testament enough to know that the music was painful to say the least. Cinematography and Direction. This was also the movie that gave birth to RGV's new style of direction, which leads to multiple headaches in theatres. Close-ups of characters so that you can count the number of nose hairs also that they have. Dutch angles literally in every frame, a technique that is used to show moments of conflict or despair, but RGV is so indulgent with these angles that साली गर्दन ही टेढ़ी हो जाती है picture देखते हुए. If you have seen films after Aag like Department also, RGV goes too crazy with showing off देखो भाई मैं कैमरा के साथ क्या कर सकता हूँ. RGV doesn't shy away from putting Nisha Kotari's bum in almost every scene she features in. Not to be harsh to the director also, because he was going through several legal issues during the making of this film, which is never conducive to any creative process. The moment someone tells you what you can and can't do, it's doomed to be a horror story eventually. Irrespective, it's true that this is when RGV went overboard. Lost the magic and connection that he had with the heart of Mumbai. This movie in many ways led to him straying away into the meme and easy target that he has become today. This is definitely a creative venture the director and the industry wants to forget about. We want the old creator back that brought us gritty and no-nonsense thrillers in the heart of Mumbai. I can still see Amitabh Bachchan having his chai as the Govinda soundtrack played. It still gives me goosebumps. We want that old RGV back. And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below if you have seen the movie and what you thought about it. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.